All right, so today we're going deep on the Medical University of Plovdiv in Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, yeah.
Seems like a pretty interesting place to study medicine, actually, at least from what you sent me.
Yeah, lots of good stuff in there. Like, I'm really interested in how they teach.
Yeah, that was my first takeaway, too, this idea of really connecting the theory with actual practice.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you actually be a doctor, not just, know the stuff in the books?
Right, right. So the source calls it prestigious, which, okay, every university says that, but it was founded in 1945.
Mm,
So there's some history there.
definitely. And they don't just do medicine, which a lot of these places do, right? They have dentistry, too, both with that practical training emphasis.
Yeah, I was just getting to that. Like,
Yeah.
you learn the basics, anatomy, physiology, all that, but then, bam, they've got you in teaching hospitals, doing rotations, clinical
It's
studies.
like no time wasted. Which I guess if you're paying for this, you want to be out there doing it.
For sure. And speaking of being out there, did we find anything about those hospitals? Like, are they known for anything special?
I don't think the source went that deep, but they did talk about this problem-based learning thing, which is interesting. Less lectures, more like you've got a case study, a group, figure it out.
Almost like, what's that show? House. But,
Yeah.
a bit less dramatic, hopefully.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to apply what you know right there and work with other people. That's huge.
Way more engaging, too, I bet, than just sitting there taking notes.
Okay, but zooming out a bit. Plovdiv itself, second biggest city in Bulgaria, apparently.
Yeah, they made it sound pretty cool. Mix of old and new. Plus, good facilities on campus, labs, simulation stuff.
All the high-tech things you'd expect, right? But I'm thinking, for a student, maybe coming from overseas, what's the real appeal of Plovdiv?
Well, they mentioned the cost of living, which is way lower than, say, if you were studying in, like, France or the UK. 9,000 euros a year tuition, which is pretty competitive, especially if your rent and everything is cheaper, too. Big deal if you don't want to be drowning in debt afterward.
Exactly, and it's not like you're getting a worse degree. They were very clear about it being recognized, like, all over the EU, internationally even. Some of their grads end up in really top-notch places.
Yeah, they mentioned some people working in pretty fancy hospitals and research institutes, right? Okay, so taking stock here. Long history, hands-on teaching, not crazy expensive, cool city. What's missing from the picture? What should somebody really think about if they're considering Plovdiv?
That's a good one, because we've only got so much info, right? I'd say figure out what you want to do. Like, what kind of medicine or dentistry are you into? Is Plovdiv strong in that?
Right, because every school's got their specialties, their vibe.
Exactly. And honestly, do you like the sound of their teaching style? Does it match how you learn best? Big choices, can't just go on what a brochure says.
Couldn't agree more. Well, that was a great dive. Hope this gave everyone a good sense of the Medical University of Plovdiv. And for anyone listening, hit us up. Would you study there? What do you think is most important when picking a med school? Always love to hear from you guys.